Hey guys, welcome to another episode. So it's just a few days until deer season. Got a couple fairly nice bucks showing up over at the property, so that's actually where we're headed right now. I think we've had as many as 4 show up in one picture. 2 on the smaller side that, they show up during bow season and they're the only ones to show up. They will probably get an arrow slung at them unless we've already got one. There's another one that's a really good one. Then there's another one that's really tall. I think he's a big 6 point, maybe a big 8 point. He doesn't have a lot of points on him, but he's really tall and so that big tall one, that's the one that I'm hoping is going to show up. So we've been kind of watching them. I put corn down. We put the corn down and watching the cameras, and you get about 2 days where they're coming morning and evening during shooting time, I should add. But during shooting time, and then on the 3rd day, they still come in at shooting time, but then a little bit after that, the hogs will start showing up. Then it seems like about on the 4th day, the deer will kind of come mill through. The hogs will look through real quick, and then they'll be gone real quick because they realize they've already ate everything. With the way that we're sitting right now, I'm taking a chance putting corn out today. I really should have been doing it tomorrow, but if I do tomorrow, I won't be able to put it out on Thursday because the hogs will be coming in too thick. So I'm going to try putting it today. Hope the deer come in and get it. And come in for a couple of days, and then the next time I'm going to put corn out is going to be on Thursday. Season opens on Saturday, so if they stick on their schedule they've been on, they should come by Saturday morning right at the break of shooting hours. They've been staying into about 15 to 30 minutes within shooting time. If they come Saturday morning, it'll be right first thing early, nice and early, and I'll be able to get one then. Otherwise, it may be Saturday evening when I get one. And that's if they stick on their schedule. I mean, we're just now, it's September, October 1st is Saturday. We had a cool front come through. So the temperatures are a little bit cooler today than they have been. It was 45 this morning, according to the thermometer at the house. It's 82 right now. I need to look and see what the barometric pressure is going to do, and I need to look and see what the path of the hurricane coming through Florida is going to do. If it doesn't get too close to us, it shouldn't mess with the barometric pressure. I don't think it will. I don't think it's going to veer off and come towards Oklahoma in any kind of way, so we should be okay. As far as all my food plots, none of them populated this year, or germinated this year. We haven't had the rain. It's been really dry and just nothing's growing. I mean, the grass is turning brown. It's been turning brown for a while. It was turning brown when we planted. We were just taking a chance. So I can't rely on the food plots this year. I haven't went in the woods to see what the acorn crop looks like, so I'll do that probably one weekend in October before muzzleloading season. Muzzleloading season is always around Halloween. It's always last week of October. know the trees by the house, pecan-wise at least, have had a lot of pecans in them, and they look like they've been good because the squirrels have really been up in them eating a lot. But I just don't know about the acorns. I haven't really noticed any persimmons, and usually that's what I used to hunt the first couple of weeks in season, was the persimmon thickets, because they would be dropping. But with the way the weather's been lately, it stays warm a little bit later, so persimmons don't seem to get ripe until a little bit later into season. So we'll see what happens. It's getting exciting. I've got all my camera gear, getting it ready. I've been charging all the batteries, getting all that stuff ready. So I'm going to try a couple different setups this year. I've got my mount on my bow that you guys saw me practice with. I've got the DSLR, the Canon that I normally record most of my stuff with. I've got the long range lens on that. So okay, so that can they go way out there. I think I've zoomed in at the house at over 100 yards and been really nice and clear. So right there where we're bow hunting, should have really good pictures of everything. I'm taking the other lens just in case that one is too powerful. And then I've got my little MTX camera that I'll be bringing as well. The mount that I'm going to put it on, I can clamp down onto the blind, and then I can twist it, look out the window, or I can twist it and look at me. I'm not sure which I'll do yet. We'll figure that out when we get everything all set up. So me and Hunter are almost over there. We're about 2 miles away from the property now. Yeah, well, we are 2 miles from the property. Then it's another half mile up to the gate that we're going to go in today. We've got a gate on the lower spot, but I want to go up to the upper spot where I'm planning on hunting. My brother's not going to get to hunt the first day of season. His son's got a football game early in the morning. If anything, he'll get to hunt Saturday evening, but he said that may be unlikely. Sunday may be the first day he hunts. He likes to hunt back in the swamp, and usually early season's good there. However, the property right next to us sold this last year, and the people that bought it specifically for hunting. So I don't know if they've put up food plots. I don't know if they've got feeders up. We know they built some stands. We know we saw them over there with a bobcat with a brush hog on it. Haven't actually met them. Like to meet them. So maybe one day I'll run into them during season or something, and we can kind of get an idea of what kind of hunting they're going to be doing, if they're shooting anything that's legal, or if they're going to be waiting for bigger bucks. If they're going to be waiting for bigger bucks, those two littler ones will be getting passes, because from what we could tell in the pictures, they're 1-year-olds, maybe 2. But we would definitely be passing them. Seen a couple spikes on camera. We know those are yearlings for sure. They'll be getting passes this year. Would really like to know what the neighbors' plans are. If they're looking for big bucks, then maybe we can work with them and get some big bucks coming in, staying in the area like we've had the last few years. So what we've got coming up, I kind of gave you guys a teaser last week, or I guess it's been over a week since I've posted, but last video I gave you guys a teaser that I've got a hunt coming up in March. You'll want to stay tuned for that. It's going to be back at Black Mountain Hunts. Definitely excited about that. Cannot wait to go on that hunt. In January, we're planning on going to public land out west. While season's still open for deer, there's a place we're going to go that our main thing that we're going to hunt is going to be for Aoudad, we were told that there's some aoudad running around in there wild. Actually, quite a big herd running around in there. I've talked to a couple guys that have hunted it and killed several. Taxidermist I used to use, he killed a really big, I think it's a 32 or a 33 inch ram. I've seen some videos of other guys killing some really big ones out there, so we're going to go out there and one weekend and see if we can get lucky and see them. I really have low expectations of seeing any, but we want to check it out just because. So whether we see any or not, I'll try to do some filming on that hunt so you guys can see that. We're wanting to go during deer season because there's supposed to be a low number of mule deer in that area. So if we run across a mule deer buck, we'll definitely be hunting that. And yes, mule deer bucks you can hunt in Oklahoma. That is perfectly legal. I think most places are closed to antlerless harvest of mule deer. I'd have to check the regs. We have no intentions of shooting a mule deer doe. We just would take a buck if we have a chance. But that's coming up, so depending on how often I'm able to get in the stand is going to determine how often I can put some hunting videos up for you. And then also if I even have anything to film. There's been times I've sat in the stand and haven't saw a squirrel, haven't saw a rabbit, a bird, nothing, just nothing to film. So I don't want to waste you guys' time by just looking at brush. So I'm about to pull into the drive up here, so stay tuned. Be coming soon with a video, and hopefully a video of a big buck getting shot. So we'll see what happens. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more. I don't want to stay long, but look, those are fresh. Those were not here the other day. One right back there. One right there next to the camera. There's the stand. Oh. I'm pretty sure that big buck is calling this his core. I mean, that rub over there, that one rub right there, he broke it off at about, it's about 4 foot off the ground. So that may be a little tree that he rubbed. But what those big bucks will do is they'll rub those little trees like that, and they'll break them like that. And they break them like that to show other bucks their power. And if someone tries to tell you that a buck rub on a big round tree means it's a big buck, that's a bunch of shit. I have got a spike. Well, he was a spike last year, but I sold him this year. One of those the bucks was sold this year. He was a spike last year, and he had a lot of attitude. And he was trying to push down telephone poles. So, the size of the tree the buck decides to rub has nothing to do with the size of their antlers. It has all to do with their attitude. So don't look at a rub and think that you can tell how big that dude is just from the rub. It ain't happening. Unless you've got a picture of the deer making the rub. That'll be your exception. So, thought I'd show you guys that. That was pretty cool. Me and Hunter are getting out of here. See you next time.